Sounds familiar. But
That's you too.
what song?
One.
I can hear it now. I can hear it now. That's cool. I didn't expect you to go the YouTube.
I didn't either.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Great Measures. My name is Richard. This is Judson.
Great measures.
So I know I don't.
Great measures.
I don't tell you what we're doing until we sit down and we're in this.
I know that.
And I'm curious to see.
Spit it out, Richard.
All right, we're
what
going
are
back
you
to
doing
Slayer.
to me? Huh?
Going back to Slayer.
Oh, great. What's this? What's this one on the gulags and yay, Stalin! I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm just kidding.
You're kidding. So this is from
Viva la Cambodia. Pol Pot. Okay, I'll stop.
This is a song called Raining Blood.
Oh.
It is from the 1986 album Rain in Blood. Rain like a king.
Oh. Okay.
The song, so Jeff Hanneman and Carrie King, not Carol, but Carrie King, wrote the album.
I don't make up the names.
Wrote the song. They didn't write the album, or they wrote this song. Hanneman started it out lyrically about a guy getting kicked out of heaven, hanging out in purgatory, getting madder and madder by the minute, plotting his revenge on heaven. Make sense? Pretty simple, right?
I mean,
just sitting and waiting and ready to go back and throw hands with heaven.
Throw hands with heaven. Dude, we need to be writing this stuff down.
Probably their biggest song that they had in their catalog. It's riff wise, it is just
raining
blood.
Raining blood.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's iconic. You may have actually. I mean, it's a huge song. You may have actually heard pieces of it. I doubt it, but the riff might trigger a memory from somewhere that you might have heard in a movie or something. I don't know. It's a big song.
Okay.
Ready to
I like
roll?
the word rain, like R-E.
R-E-I-G-N.
Yeah, I like that word.
Okay.
I don't know why.
Yeah, and it's cool. Like the song is Raining Blood. The album is Rain in Blood.
So would this be considered the title track of the album?
I don't know.
There's not a song called Rain. It would have to be. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
That's a cool artistic device.
Yeah. Ready to roll?
Yeah. Your mom's ready to roll.
Jesus. Ready?
Rain on, Richard. So, what do you think, Richard?
It's a great song.
Thank you for that. Was no. I don't know it well enough to be able to do it. So I have to say,
Lay it on me.
of the older. Okay, so I've been more surprised that I like Megadeth.
Mm-hmm.
I've just been surprised that Megadeth had a depth to them musically that I didn't know, because I never listened to them, so what do I know? But I really like Megadeth.
Right.
But my favorite of the older metal that we're listening to is Slayer.
Okay.
Because
Out of the thrash era, the 80s.
Straight up.
Yeah. Go ahead. I'm trying to think of who all we've listened to so far.
Most of them.
Well, we've only done 3 of the big 4 to this point. We haven't done Anthrax yet.
Oh, yeah. Well, either way, so far, because they are so riffy and because they change their tempo and stuff, I love that stuff. You know, to be able to, I mean, you can keep banging your head,
Absolutely,
really.
yeah.
But it's just, I love changing tempos. I think that's such a cool thing to do. And they, musically, I like Slayer the best out of everything we've listened to musically because of where they take you on your little musical journey through the song. I mean, they are really riffy, and they have a style to that whole stuff. They do that in a lot of their songs.
They do that.
I know the first song we listened to, they did. That's
Yeah, South of Heaven.
yeah. So I don't have a problem with Slayer. They can sing about whatever they want. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't care, really. Sometimes you just take the other side of an argument.
Sure.
But and it's evident by how the lyrics are given to you what they're doing. You know, they just throw out raining blood. You know, like they're throwing images.
From the last I read in sky.
Yeah, they're just throwing images out to you.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that it doesn't have they're not. It doesn't sound like to me that they're using all of these words to show you one point.
Yeah.
Every phrase they give you is the point, sort of. You know what I mean? They're throwing out images or imagery with every line. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
They're not. I don't. And I like that. I mean, and I understand that's what they do in Angel of Death. I mean, that they're throwing out images to paint, and they're all at their own picture. So it's not so much that they're, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, they're very imagery in their lyrics.
And I don't think they're just painting one image.
Right.
They you know, lacerated sky, you know, and then you think about that. I mean, it all goes to sort of one idea, but I don't think it has to. And I think that's fine. I think that's cool. It's like a collage of things over this music. Just like the music itself is a collage of different tempos, and that's how I see it. You know, that's how I see it.
Yeah.
Whereas you read a lot of, you know, like Opeth or something like that. It's about one thing. The song is, or overarching whatever. If
like in when we did Face of Melinda, it's from a concept album, and it has the same. It's a concept album written about a specific thing.
Right, and you have to and you have to take all the lyrics. They encompass one idea, and I'm not saying that they're not centralized in their. I'm not saying that they're all over the place. I'm just saying they're throwing out these. It's like ads or something, in the sense of taglines, or I mean, you could chant all of them. Each individual thing.
Well, I think too, if I hadn't have told you in the beginning, you know, specifically what Hanneman and King were writing about, as far as the person being in purgatory after being kicked out of heaven, and then essentially plotting his revenge or awaiting his revenge. There's a line in there: "Return to power draws near." Like it's he's waiting on that return to his power in heaven or whatever. Lyrically, you could have taken it a completely different direction in your own interpretation.
And I don't think it would have mattered.
Right. No, I mean, absolutely not.
See, that's one thing I do like about Slayer in that particular sense, is because then I can go searching to see why they wrote the song. Mm-hmm. But there are so many other people, and there are musicians now who will, or even other artists, painters and stuff, that when you ask them what is this about, they'll say, "What do you think it's about?"
Right.
So it's supposed to be up for interpretation, but I don't have to have their motivation or what they say the song is about for me to find what I think the song is about by listening to, and I'm more talking about the method by which they deliver the lyrics too. He throws that line out to you.
Yeah.
Throws this line out to you, and what'd you say?
Return to power draws near.
Return to power draws near. Man, I could put all kind of stuff on that, but anyway, and I like that about them. At first, to me, it sounded a little hokey, like chanting the lyric.
The raining blood part.
Any of them.
Okay, yeah.
Any of them, Angel of Death. It's like, at first when I thought about that, I'm like, man, why do I don't know. I was trying.
That was also a part of thrash in that time period, because you brought it up in the Master of Puppets video that we did, and that was the same exact year this album came out. That chanting was a staple of a lot of thrash stuff back then.
Okay. But I mean, with any of the bands that we've listened to, it's not. It sounds like their style. That's just their style.
Yeah.
But I like how they do it. I think is what I'm saying, because it's simple. It's simple in the sense of they're not William Faulkner sentences where they just go on forever. They give you these things.
Yeah.
And that's good. I like that. I think that's.
I think that chanting is also punk influenced, because I know Slayer the band has always cited punk as a big influence for them. Metallica, Hetfield was, and I'm sure all those guys, they were big fans of the Misfits and bands like that. And
I'm not so much.
That's probably where that chanting comes from.
And I'm not so much talking about the style,
right?
Like the actual da 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 da. I'm just more. At first, I was trying to get my head around Slayer's throwing the line out there to you, not necessarily the manner of it, but just the act of saying, all right, here's this image, here's this image, and thinking, am I supposed to put all these together? And yeah, I could, but I don't have to. And I like that, and that's just style.
Yeah.
I think that goes to style. And but just listening to this made me kind of come around more on Slayer. I was already there with them musically.
Right. Yeah.
But now lyrically, I kind of get it a little more. It makes me understand or appreciate. It gives me a better understanding on how to listen to them next time.
Yeah. Sure, and that's the whole purpose of sitting down and doing this. It's just
I'm drinking the Kool-Aid over here.
Yeah.
You got me drinking Kool-Aid.
Jim Jones style all day.
So while we were dying there at the end. I wonder what instrument makes that rain noise. We got to get one of those. And something else. So, and I can only speak from my own understanding of things. So, I had a band. I was in a band, one of the last bands I was in, called Cloud Wars, with my brother and a bass player. We had this idea where, instead of just being a band, you play and the guitar player goes, I wouldn't just sit there and play solos. I'd use the whammy bar on this Fender and just make noise, just just screeching and
yeah.
any note that I wanted to play on it on the fretboard, if this is where you play an E, I would not go there to do it. I'd go to another fret and try to get there otherwise. So it was just this. It was awesome. We loved it. We loved it.
Sure.
Us three were fans of it. But in the solo section there, I love that. They're still going, and it's just. I love that stuff.
Yeah, that's.
And I think, and there's a lot of Jimi Hendrix in that, where he just he would do it more leading up to notes. He'd, but I don't know. I think that's rad. Do people say rad anymore?
Probably not, but it'll be all right.
Well,
we're bringing it back.
So awesome that and just because a guitar solo, it's a guitar solo. It's going to be one way or the other. It's going to be David Gilmour notes ringing out, or Dimebag notes ringing out, or technical, or melodic or whatever. But just feedback noise, because you've got this electricity running. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love that stuff, and so I thought that was cool.
Okay, you're ahead of me on that. The some of the noises that particularly Kerry King makes, I think.
You don't like them?
It doesn't sit with me for some. To me, it doesn't fit the song. I don't know. It's just my opinion. I'll probably get crucified for saying that, but
to me, it's an abstract.
When the song, before it gets there, I usually have changed the song.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. See, to me, it's an abstract guitar solo.
I see what you're saying, and I understand your appeal to it. Just for me, I can't, my ears can't process it.
Wow.
I don't know. When I hear that song and that part comes on, I'm like, why is that what you did?
Oh, I thought it was great.
Okay. Well, that's cool. I'm glad.
It also sort of sounded like screaming. It also sounded like maybe you're in purgatory and it's the noises going on around.
Yeah.
But there's an element to that when you're playing electric guitar and you have these pedals and you have an amp or whatever and it's loud, there's a lot of other noises that come out of that thing that you neglect to play with.
Right.
You think you're just supposed to play these notes in this particular succession or whatever it is, however you feel to play them or bend them, but in between that, sometimes the feedback and crackling and there's a lot of other noises that you can make with that. And that's what it's about, right?
Mm-hmm.
How are you explaining this with the tool that you have in your hand, and those noises exist.
Yeah.
So I thought it was cool.
Okay, that's cool. I figured you would have a problem with it. I just assumed you would be like, what were they doing?
No, I get it, because I did that. I did a whole band wrapped around that idea of just trying to form noise in using other ways of playing the guitar and making noise that did it.
I just call that being on really good drugs at the time.
You call it what you will.
All right, cool. Well, I'm glad you liked that one. Thanks for watching, everybody. That was Raining Blood by Slayer from 1986's Rain in Blood.
Sure was.
We are Great Measures. My name is Richard. This is Judson.
Great Measures.
Hope everybody has a wonderful day.